Hey there, Kate.
Welcome. Welcome today. We are talking about the upcoming Directions North America conference. And today is the 25th. It is in a week and a half. Like we are around the corner to all come together in Las Vegas to celebrate not only Directions and coming together, but the Platinum Edition. So 20 years of Direction. John, when was the first time that you attended Directions?
God, it's if we're in 20, actually it's technically 20 plus one because we did a virtual
But that was
event, but
that
I
COVID
know,
year.
yeah,
Right.
it was the COVID year, and I know that the board is, and I know when I was on the board, we took out that counting of that 1 year. So technically it's 21. So before I retired off the board last year, I'd been on the board for 11 years. So I'm trying to rack my brain, the location. Um, it would have been something like 12, 13 years ago. To be honest, with all the conferences I go to, it's a blur of
I
where
know.
and which location this was. Yeah, so I attended probably 2 years prior to that, if not
Yeah.
three.
So for a while, so you've seen some pretty um, dynamic change. I'll use the word dynamic. You've seen some pretty dynamic change in the community. What has been the biggest change that you've seen in all your years of attending?
So I don't think there's one answer to that. So I would say number one is the growth. I mean, this event back in the day was probably 400 people. It was little tiny event happening, but it was still the place to be. Now it's over 1,200 people. I mean, that's where you've seen the growth. Um, I would say the other piece I've seen is how the Dynamics products is really evolved from an on-prem solution to now the cloud, and basically GP and Nav all becoming sort of that, moving to that one product. I think that's a big piece as well of the whole story. I mean, there's been ups and downs with that, but Directions has been on that journey with people in the community. I think that's why I can't answer one. There's just so many, and I could probably answer so many more than just the two I've just given you.
Well, I love that hindsight and that that experience in the community, and the fact that you've been such a big part of that growth and of that change in the community. You've seen it all develop and grow. What do you hope never changes? After all the change you've seen, what's been the same, or what do you hope never changes in this community?
One of the things I always love to share to people who have never been to the event is when you walk in the door, there's two parts of that, right? When you walk in the door, you feel that you are welcomed. You're part of that community, you're part of that family of others. Even if you've never been there, even if you're new to the community, you're not seen as an outsider. You're welcomed in. I think that's definitely one area. I think we've talked about this before, is I think when you were starting to come into it, it's like even for maybe folks who are competing against each other. So basically, let's just take Business Central, right? They're competing for the same customer. But as soon as they both walk through that hotel front lobby, they're not competitors anymore, right? They are working to help each other be successful. And I think that that's a big piece. I mean, half the sessions which are there are done by the community. The rest is by Microsoft. So that tells you is that the community is training the community to be better and giving their experience as well. I think at the end of the day, I know we have limited time on this, but I think a few years ago we started to bring in a deeper exec track to let the execs go in there and talk more and more about their challenges and how they're solving them as well, and to help all of us become even better, because at the end of the day we can all learn from each other, even if we're fighting sometimes for the same customer. I think that's a big piece of it.
John, you have given so much to this community in your time, in your knowledge, in your intention to grow. In what ways has Direction helped you in your professional growth?
I think again, like keep going through, I keep breaking it in the sense of not giving you one answer, because the trouble is there is so many. I think at the end of the day, from a growth, it's the continuation of learning about the products and how it's grown and how we can go out there. I mean, being in marketing at the end of the day now and helping partners and ISVs out there, understanding the product really makes a difference in what we do, and that's a big key. And also, when we can talk to other partners or ISVs, we can talk the same lingo, or even give them insights if they're not didn't hear what was said. I think that's a big piece. Um, I mean, when I started going to the event, I actually worked for an ISV. I wasn't out on my own doing what I am now. So I would say it's helped for the growth of my organization. It's helped in meeting new people that I probably would never have met before. And some of those folks have become more than just people that I work with or know in the space, but actually have come work friends, right? And I think that's over time that really makes me feel good about it. Um, I turn it around and I feel proud of what directions and how directions has moved. And I was lucky to be part of that team to have helped grow it to where it is. And I'm looking forward to the next generation to take it to the next level.
Yeah, I've been around for a couple of years, and even the growth that I've seen has just been it's so inspiring. I always say this community is unlike any other I've ever been a part of,
Definitely.
professional community, in the way that they rally around and support and welcome. And there isn't a stranger in the building. They just,
Right.
if there's someone new, it's almost like a, who is that? And it becomes a mission to find out who the new person is, and it makes acclimating into the community so much easier. And it's
And
been a
that was always
pleasure.
one of the mottos of the board, right? At the end of the day, if we had a new sponsor come in, our model was to actually help as the board to introduce them at least to one or two other people. Maybe someone coming in is find one of the board members and have them help you go and meet others. I mean, that was a big piece. I mean, even to the point, I mean, we've got the event will have a lot of Microsoft people. If you don't know who, find someone that will introduce you to those Microsoft folks, unless you want to go and do it yourself. I mean, I'll put my hands up. I'll be there again this year. I may not be on the board, but that process will not stop for me. So if anyone wants to be introduced, let me know.
Last question, John. I've asked everyone this question. What is one word that you would use to describe this community?
I'm not using one word. I'm going to
Of
repeat
course,
this
you're not
again,
using one
right?
word.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to follow everyone else. But I did hear that this word, the one word has come up, but I would say big family. Yeah, amazing family. Whatever around. It's more than it is a family, but it's more than that. But I did hear that this word, the one word has come up, but I would say big family. Yeah, amazing family. Whatever around. It's more than it is a family, but it's more than that.
Well, John, thank you for your time this afternoon. I'll see you in a week and a half, April 7th through the 9th, directions in Las Vegas. I'll see you there.
Looking forward to it, and thanks for reminding me. That means I've got to get my session all put together now. I've got a week and a half. That's scary.
Indeed. See you soon.